Now that I have the shade cloth up, the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take down all of the black shade cloth, which should be a lot easier because I just need to snip off the zip ties and then just kind of pull it and it should come right off. In order to get these projects done, I have to be delusional enough to be able to oversimplify every single step and wholeheartedly believe it. Because if I'm realistic with how difficult it's going to be, how much time it's going to take, how scared I'm going to feel, then I'm never going to get it done. So if I convince myself that it's going to be as simple as snipping a few zip ties and pulling on the shade cloth, then I can do it, baby. And that's the mindset that I've had ever since I was a kid. Whenever I was faced with challenges, I would just oversimplify everything and then start believing that it was really going to be that simple, and most of the time I was able to get it done. And that mindset has definitely helped me out here in the garden. But the truth is that at this point in time, I was feeling extremely tired and scared. I have climbed up that ladder at this point, I don't know how many times. And every single time I still feel scared because I really don't like heights. But if I can just focus on snipping the zip ties and forgetting about the fact that my feet are not planted on the ground, then I can get it done. So that's what I kept telling myself, is just a couple more zip ties. And that couldn't have been farther from the truth because there wasn't just one or two more zip ties. I went through an entire packet of zip ties trying to attach these shade cloths onto the shade structure. And at the time, I thought it was a really smart idea. And it did work to hold things in place whenever we had monsoon storms. So while it worked out then, at this point in time, I was so annoyed with myself because I was like, girl, why did you have to use so many? I also felt extremely annoyed with the ladder because obviously I needed to be able to reach the shade structure. But at the same time, I was annoyed about having to extend it and drag it around everywhere and then close it back up and then repeat the same process over and over again until I felt like I was going mad. But all of that was worth it for this one moment.